Hold on. Is that a cradle on your back? Are you a mayfly? How interesting. I thought I was the only mayfly left. I'm Mary. It's a good thing I met you. I'm thinking as fellow mayflies, we should be able to help each other out. I came here to investigate a deviation that's been causing issues. I think it's connected to a recently reopened monolith nearby. After all, two heads are better than one, and I'd never turn down help. Either way, I'm glad it got you here. Deadsville is the perfect place to dig up info on the area. That merchant over by the old truck looks like she gets around. Maybe she knows something useful.
Come take a look. Anything that catches your eye, I'm always open for business. Wait, I've never seen you before, but you're a mayfly, ain't you? Oh, thank goodness. I could really use some help. My name's Claire. Claire Lay. Normally I'm a wandering merchant, but now I'm stuck here. I sent a team 3 days ago to collect some goods for me, but they never came back.
It's possible that they ran off with the goods.
Don't be so cynical. I've been through thick and thin with them. They wouldn't do that to me. I'm afraid that something must have happened to them. I suspect there's a deviation behind it. All I know is what I heard from that well-dressed gentleman over there. He should be able to tell you more.
There's no question. That guy stands out. We'd better talk to him and see what he knows.
Good luck. Oh, and I'll happily pay a reward if you can recover my stuff for me. I'll mark Rotten Manor on your map. Make sure to stock up on ammo before you go, all right?
And know the place for the first time, through the unknown, unremembered gate. Ah, a mayfly, and one who seems to be brimming with potential. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Do you know about a deviation affecting this area?
You've come to the right man. I am Samuel Lowe, a humble scholar specializing in the fascinating phenomena we call deviations. And as for you, you seek keys with which to unlock the Dark Tower, don't you? But I'd be wary of what else you might open up.
Do you always speak in riddles like this?
I was merely setting the mood. The world still deserves something poetic, don't you think? Now, you're interested in the deviation inside that monolith, aren't you? But the tower is locked up tight.
Rift anchors. Those things are made by Rosetta, aren't they? Activating them should give us access to the rift space inside the monolith.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do, Mayfly. I'm sure it will be a remarkable story to share. By the way, I wouldn't mind adding another deviation to my collection.
Now that we know what to do, let's split up to cover more ground. I'll find a way to hack into the monolith. Just don't forget to bring plenty of ammo. Oh, and one more thing. I have a motorcycle here you can use. That should help speed things along.
Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. A pleasure to meet you too. I hear you're in need of funds and supplies. I would like to help out. And perhaps, in exchange, you could do a few favors for me. We can call it an ongoing... It has the appearance of a small metal toy. It is not dangerous, so they say, but it can't be left alone. I think it is a good place to start. My sources tell me it is hidden somewhere in Throuville. Not too far away, but do not delay. There are others in search of such treasures. This little guy seems to be fascinated by metals and ores. If you have some copper ore or ingots on you, you should be able to make nice with him.
Oh yeah, this looks like it'll be fun to ride. When humans perceive deviations, they become influenced by them. Conversely, if you know enough about a deviation, you can find a link to it. You should investigate. The key to unlocking the monolith could lie in any unusual event. That missing transport team. I heard that Claire's agent just reported in. Her transport team was spotted northeast of Deadsville. Let's head there and check it out.
Yeah, I'm Matthew. You must be that mayfly Claire hired. She told me you'd be coming to help. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it short. I've tracked the whereabouts of the transport team. They seem to have stopped in Throuville. But the place is full of deviants, really nasty ones. The kind that are above my pay grade. You'll have to find the team yourself, Mayfly. I'll head back to Deadsville and wait for you there.
At a time when most companies were focused only on reaping profits, the Rosetta Corporation instead pursued an ambitious new vision to advance all of humankind. And when governments, corporations, and almost all other organizations collapsed after Starfall, no, the Rosetta Corporation
This looks like a recent resting place. Let's look for clues on the transport team.
Hungry, you feed. Ore. Want more ore?
I wasn't kidding. This thing gives me the creeps. Look, time to grab some loot. I didn't expect to find these goodies. These will help a lot. Should be more good finds in other areas, so remember to keep an eye out.
Captain, our guns work fine against deviants, but a deviation, who knows what that thing could do?
You're scared? After everything we've been through. All those dangers on the road. Why start worrying now? And you know, there's a reason things are getting worse. The growing number of deviants. Our business going down. We've got to do something for our family's sakes.
You're right, Captain. I'll have everyone stock up on ammo, then head to the Rotten Manor.
What do you think? I gotta say, I think the team's in danger. We better get to Rotten as fast as we can. I just hope there's still time.
We encounter will only spur us to grow stronger. In short, that's what we stand for here at Rosetta. established its revolutionary monolith program on Nelcon. It also carried out a widespread campaign to modernize the island and its infrastructure. This meant employing thousands of people
The Stardust
and investing
concentration
tens
here
of
is
millions
off the
of dollars
charts.
into
We
the
should set up a
economy.
campsite before rushing
What
into
you
the
could
rotten
imagine
matter. That way
was
we
that
can recover
even
more
after the
quickly.
devastating
Thank you as
events
well.
of Starfall, the seeds Rosetta planted here would continue to bear fruit. Even today, roads and bridges built by Rosetta are used to connect survivors across Nelcon. Many pieces of Rosetta technology can also be found in perfect work.
Metahuman. Traces of deviated vehicle number 673 have been detected at close range. If you encounter a strange-looking heap of scrapped cars, be careful.
I think we found Claire's goods. We better team it. Look at this substance. It must have come from that festering gel deviation. Time to head straight to the source. Let's settle things with the festering gel. But before we do, don't forget your agreement with Mary.
I guess you're the real deal after all. Sounds tough, but I think it was worth it. And I've made some discoveries regarding the deviation as well. Let's go in together this time. I'm curious about that troublemaker inside. And besides, we're a team. I brought some ammo, and meds for us as well. Now, let's go. You made it. I knew I could count on you. You're quite good at handling deviants, aren't you? I gotta say, you've proven yourself to be a good teammate.
Help me! I shouldn't have tried to take what was yours.
Forgive us. You are truly a great one.
Mercy, please!
Even without their submission, we are still Legion!
gel looks different. It received the memetics from Manibus. No wonder it became so powerful. First, contain it. Then let's bring it back to our territory.